Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Today I'm here to talk about Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. It's the third installment in her Raven Cycle series and I absolutely loved it. I loved every second and moment of it, and I cannot talk about it without giving away spoilers because it's the third book. So if you didn't pick up the series yet and you're thinking about it, you really have to see my review of the first book, because the first part of the video doesn't have spoilers for anything. And this one is going to have spoilers for first and second books. So you've been warned, and on this note, I'm going to start reviewing the book. I found the book well-paced and well-weighted. It's rare to see this amount of humor and character development in the last books of the series, because they're usually intense and they are very action-packed, so you're enjoying them, but you only have a certain range of emotions when you read them, and those are feeling scared for the characters and for their fates, or you feel sad because someone was killed off. There's a hornet outside of my window, which seems pretty relevant to the review of this book. Anyway, I feel like this book was a joy to read, and I enjoyed every second of it. And I suggest you to pick it up if you stopped reading the series on the second book because you fell in love with Ronan and you don't know if there's going to be enough of Ronan in the third book. There's going to be enough of Ronan in the third book, I can promise you. I cannot disclose any other information about the book without spoiling it, so welcome to the spoiler section. In 3 seconds I'm going to spoil your ass off. I absolutely adored Blue in this book. I feel that her character's potential finally bloomed, because in the first and in the second book she is interesting and she is very appealing, but at the same time she doesn't have a lot of time to be developed. We don't see a lot of her. And in this book we're finally coming to the point where Blue tells upfront what she wants. She's thinking about her future and what she wants to do with it. The curse seems is coming. She's used to the idea that Gansi is going to die because of her kiss, and she's trying to see past it. But besides her future, she also inquires about her past and about her father especially. And because her mother is away, she feels defenseless, because now she doesn't have any parental figures in her life. And she gets to explore her frustration with the life that she's living. It's really great and healthy for her, and it's something she had to experience. Gansi also is the character that goes through a lot of character development. In the third book especially. He finally starting to realize that he has to live his life before he will die. He has to experience it. This quest for Glendower is not the only point of his life that matters. In his friends and in his relationships with Blue, he realizes that there's life, and he was standing for all this time in one place, and the thought pushes him to talk with Blue more and to finally give a chance to their relationship. At some point I thought they're going to kiss and forget everything, because they are horny teenagers and I really don't know how they didn't kiss so far. Personally, I feel that this curse is not even a curse, it's fortune telling, and Blue is going to kiss Gansi anyway, and Gansi is going to die not because the kiss was poison and after it he's going to get to sleep like Snow White. Oh my god, I need the fan art where Gansi is the Snow White and Blue is the prince and everyone else are the gnomes. Inevitability of this kiss is very present in this book. This idea is very there, and I feel that at some point they were very close to it. And realistically, outside of the frames of the book, they would have done that because they are teenagers and teenagers are teenagers. I don't have to explain it to you. And what actually strikes me is that these characters feel way older than they actually are. I also understand why it was done this way, because they had to be in certain ways independent, but also they had to be tied to their parents, and their futures had to be unknown and questionable, so they are teenagers. But also I feel that it would have worked if they were 20. I feel like in the fourth book they are going to kiss in the first 20 chapters. I might be wrong, but I feel this way. Also, we have to talk about Noah because with every book he has less and less space, and it's a wonderful technique that Maggie Stiefvater is using here. He is a ghost, and if in the first book he was quite present, then in the third book he's slowly vanishing and he's slowly turning into nothing. The lives of Gansi and Noah, they're always mirrored because one was a sacrifice for another, and we can see that Gansi has more strength in this book and Noah has less of it. What I really enjoyed about this book as well is how greatly Maggie Stiefvater introduces characters and how well you know that they're going to be very important in the next books. Let's say Henry, he's a pretty peculiar and pretty interesting character. I think he's going to play a big role in the fourth book. But also there's this Green Mantle dude who was a pretty cool villain, you know? He turned out to be very practical, and when the things heated up and he had to actually participate in being evil, he just ran off. And then there's Piper, who is a glory of his wife, and I fucking adore Piper because she is the best. I really found her an A-plus character. She is entertaining, she has a distinctive personality, and I think she's going to kick butt in the fourth book. And she also now with Neve. I don't know what a pair they're going to make, but I'm feeling that Piper is going to dominate this relationship because Piper is Piper, you know. They also evoked this creepy black thing that is obviously one of the slippers. I believe this creature is going to be the boss of the fourth book and is going to be the one that kids are going to be fighting with. Also, 3 slippers. Let's talk about them. Obviously, the evil black thing is the dangerous one. Then there's also Gwenllian, who I believe is not a slipper at all because she wasn't asleep. So that leaves 2 slippers. One is the king and one is the secret. The more we go into this book, the more I feel that the whole Glendower quest is going to be a big sham, and that Glendower is not even a thing, and that Glendower is someone out of them. And especially I'm questioning Blue's dad. Anyway, Moore found the dad, and I hope it's not going to shatter her relationships with Mr. Grey, because Mr. Grey is awesome. And although all this is great, I know what I and a lot of my viewers want to talk about, and that's Adam and Ronan. I saved the best for last. Such a sweet couple in the making. I am sure that they're going to be together in the fourth book. At least that this issue is going to be brought up and not forgotten. Ronan is so not subtle with his attention, and he's straight up flirting. It's really funny to see him flirting because he's such a rebel guy and he's always sarcastic about everything, but when it comes to Adam, he's so very serious about him, and I feel that Ronan is the most truthful to himself in this book, and that this issue is convinced him that he really wants Adam and he wants him in his life. I really feel that Ronan is going to express his emotions even better in the fourth book, and is going to be more forthcoming because it reads pretty easily that Adam is also quite aware of Ronan's feelings. I find it very interesting. I don't know how they're going to get together, but I'm pretty sure that they will. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about this book and what scenes you loved, and do you think Persephone is going to be resurrected, because I am hoping that she's going to. Tell me all the feelings that you feel about Adam and Ronan, and if you're a Blue Sea fan, tell me what you feel about Blue and Gansi. Also be teary-eyed for Noah, because I think that his end is coming. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you soon in my next one. Bye.